Okay, so what is the secret sauce that makes the top 1% of real estate agents just so exceptional? Today, we're going to find out. We've actually analyzed a real world expert to build a playbook that you can use to find the perfect guide for your next big move. You know, for most of us, buying or selling a home is literally the biggest financial decision we're ever going to make. So the person guiding you through that maze, well, they can make or break the whole experience. This question is absolutely crucial. And let's be real, it's so much more than just a transaction, right? You're juggling contracts, tense negotiations, trying to understand market data, all with huge personal and financial stakes on the line. Finding the right professional to have in your corner is the key to getting through it all. So we're not just going to look at a resume. We're going to take a look under the hood, using one agent's profile as a case study. And from that, we're going to build a super practical checklist that anyone, and I mean anyone, can use when they're ready to jump into the property market. All right, here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to get into the mindset of a great agent. Then, we'll see what their clients actually have to say. After that, we'll crunch the numbers that prove their expertise. And finally, we'll wrap it all up in a simple checklist you can totally steal for your own search. First up, let's talk about something we're calling the heart of a teacher. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's about the core philosophy, the real why behind the entire service. This mission statement right here, it immediately sets a totally different tone. Notice the focus isn't on closing the deal. It's on providing this incredible concierge-level care and, most importantly, empowering clients to make educated decisions. It flips the whole script from sales to guidance. And this whole philosophy, it's not just talk. It's built on a rock-solid foundation. We're talking over 2 decades in education and social work, a Teacher of the Year award, and even a doctorate in education. You can see how that background just naturally shapes every single client interaction. So that's the philosophy on paper. But how does this teacher approach actually feel for clients in the real world? Well, let's look at the proof. I mean, you can't get much clearer than this, right? A past client is literally quoting the agent's core identity, your realtor with the heart of a teacher. This proves it's not some marketing slogan. It's the actual lived experience for her clients. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This quote connects that amazing level of communication directly to a tangible, incredible result. Unsurpassed service led to selling a home for asking price just 1 day after it was listed. Now that is impact. And this one? Wow. This just perfectly illustrates the level of commitment we're talking about. Above and beyond isn't some vague compliment here. It means talking almost every single day through the entire, often stressful process. That's what that concierge-level service actually looks like. Okay, so the warm fuzzies from clients are great, for sure. But what about the hard numbers? Let's dig into the data that really proves this agent's expertise. First up, sheer volume. Over 170 deals closed since 2018. Just think about that. That is a ton of real-world experience, mastering every kind of market condition and negotiation tactic, all packed into just a few years. And that experience, it's not just in one little neighborhood. It covers 41 different local zip codes, plus complex relocations for clients coming from 28 different states and even 7 different countries. That just shows an incredible range and depth of market knowledge. But it's not just about the deals closed. It's about a relentless drive to keep learning. 13 different certifications. That's like having a Swiss Army knife of real estate expertise, with a special tool ready for any client challenge you can imagine. So, what do all those fancy acronyms actually mean for you? Let's break it down. SRES. That means they're a specialist in helping seniors navigate those major life transitions. MRP? They totally get the pressure and tight timelines of a military relocation. And CLMHS? That's your stamp of approval for marketing a high-end luxury property. Each one is basically a specific superpower. And yeah, the industry has definitely taken notice, getting awards like being in the top 2% of agents in the entire region, or being ranked #1 for transaction volume. That's powerful third-party proof that you're looking at consistent, high-level performance. Look, this kind of performance doesn't happen by accident. It's built on a clear, structured system. It starts with a consultative style, uses data-driven processes, and follows a clear next steps plan. All of this makes sure that every single client gets that same seamless, supportive experience. This slide really brings it all home. On the left, you've got your standard service, but on the right, that's the next level concierge approach. We're talking customized staging, professional HD and drone photography, and luxury marketing. These aren't just bells and whistles. They are specific services designed to get you a better outcome. Okay, so after all that, what does this actually mean for you? Let's boil everything we've just learned from this case study into a practical tool you can use for your own agent search. Here it is. This is your checklist. And seriously, don't be afraid to ask these questions. Ask about their philosophy. Ask for the proof in their testimonials and their data. Dig deep into their specialized training. Ask them to walk you through their process and find out what they do that goes above and beyond the standard. When it all comes down to it, your entire search can be simplified to this one final question. The answer will tell you everything you need to know, and it will set the stage for one of the biggest transitions of your life. So, choose your guide wisely.